Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends, and I have some exciting news for this Friday. We're going to have a new type of fusion format, and we've got the champion here. We've got all her moves. It's in video. We'll go over everything, but let's talk about what they said for the new type of format. So before, we had to do events, right? There were so many different events to do. We needed epic champions. We needed rare champions if you didn't have the epics to fuse them all, and we had so many things going on. A little bit confusing. I don't know if it's going to be different from that. I do know that we got information that we're going to do the same type of stuff to get this new champion, but we're not going to get champions for it. Meaning that we're not going to get those rares. We're not going to get those epics. We're going to do the same type of events to get these bars or fragments for this champion to be able to fuse her. So this will be this Friday. Here's the champion right here. Let's go over and look at her. Here she is, Kreela Witcharm. She's actually seems pretty damn good. Especially good for blender comps to pull in your other teammates, to stun one target, and to buff up and to do AoE damage. I actually think she's going to be pretty good. Now, this is a video copied from a Russian video, so I don't know what's going to happen in it. I mean, I know what's going to happen. We're going to go over all her skills, and you can see right here, she's got good HP, good attack, good defense, speed's a little bit on the slow side at 99. That's okay. What we're gonna want with her, and she's got no accuracy, so that's kind of sad too. Would be nice if she did. You know, there are some other newer champions that came out, like Skull Lord, who has an insane amount of resistance and accuracy as base stats already, because we probably want to get off that stun. Let's get into it. Let's just go over what she has, then we can talk more about everything else afterwards. Okay, here we are. A1 attacks one enemy, places a shield buff equal to 10% of this champion's max HP on the ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns. But this ability is based off of attack. So again, pretty weird. We get these champions that I guess they would be too strong if they were any other way. Maybe if she did damage based off of HP, it would be too much. I don't know, but she's doing one attack to an enemy based off of attack, and then doing a shield of her max HP to the person with the lowest HP for 2 turns, for 10% of it. All right, right here. Here is the one. Let me pause because I don't know how quickly this is going to go through. Attack one enemy, places a stun debuff for 1 turn, and then has an 80%, 100% chance to pull in 3 random allies to attack a random enemy. Allies joining the attack use their default skill. Now, when we use a blender comp, we're not worried about the randomness of this thing. It's going to attacking one random ally. When we bring in our Sinesha and we bring in our Skull Crown, they're both doing AoEs on their A1. Massive amount of damage. The first one hits, does 2 hits because they're over 50%. The next one because they're under 50%. It just decimates a lot of people out there. And blender comps are best, believe me, they're best for offense. Do not really put them on defense. They can get beat super easy. Anyways, she looks like a tons of fun. So if there's a threat out there, if there's something like a Rotos, and we'll kill Rotos with blender. If there's somebody big, let's just say, what is she? She's Magic Affinity. If there is a Duchess, Lilitu, and you don't think everybody's going to be able to annihilate her, which you should be able to anyways, with these comps hit really hard, we can target Duchess to damage, because this is going to do damage too. Attack her, stun her, and then bring in everybody. I don't know. This is pretty strong. I mean, it attacks one enemy already, and then it brings everybody in for the AoE damage. Because that's what you have, right? You have your people with AoE A1s. Except for your Arbiter, which is going to give your speed boost. Then she's going to go, you're going to attack one person, do damage, stun them, hopefully if you have enough accuracy and you don't get resisted. And then the rest of your people are going to fly in and AoE kill everything. So if you don't have a Lanicus, which I just got, if you don't have a Longbeard, or you've been using Catacomb Counselor, or whoever else you've been using to pull in, this one actually, I like it. 3 turn cooldown too. I'm pretty impressed. I'm actually very impressed with what they've done with her so far. Again, she's got good HP for what we talked about on her A1. You can see down here 16,680. She's got decent attack. We're not worried about mainly her attack so much. We're just going to pull in everybody. We want her to do okay damage, right? Decent damage. And we want her to have the speed to go second. And then everybody's in immunity, right? She's in immunity, and our 2 blender are in immunity too. That way, if we go up against a Torment, we've got no issues. This A3 is actually really good as well. Look at the books we needed. We'll go back and look at that. Places an increased attack buff, an increased crit buff, and then attacks on all allies for 3 turns. For 3 turns, all of them. Then attacks all enemies. AoE attack. So this is fantastic. We are buffing up the whole entire team, but we're also buffing her. and then we're going to do an AoE attack on a 4-turn cooldown. For a free champion given to us by these people, Raid Shadow Legends, this is pretty good. I think she's a pretty good champion for Arena, for going through waves to do damage, right? We've got something to do damage here. Plus, we've got a little bit of shields. 10% of this champion's max HP might not be a lot, but it's going to be something. It's on her A1. That's good. Then we've got, how many books was that? So this is 5 books, 10, 11? I think 11 total. Yeah, 11 books total. You know, whatever it is, it's not crazy bad, but I will say that we're going to need books. If you want to do this pull-in, we're going to have to use books to get this additional 20%, right? To get this to a 3-turn cooldown, that's going to be nice. I like that they're including additional things along with the pull-in, right? They're doing a stun, plus we're doing damage. Then we're pulling in people. They made it to where it would be a little bit randomness here, where it randomly attacks one enemy. That way we couldn't choose. But with a blender comp with the AoE coming in there, even if you want to use some different kind that has Ray in it, that also has something like Bigot in it, you could do that too. That's fine. We're still going to AoE on that A1 and get some additional damage on everybody out there. So we're going to wipe them. We're going to wipe the floor with everybody there. And then if we played this, say we play this inside, say you're coming up in the game and you want to play her in Dragon or anything else that you're running through, I don't see her as a spider champion. Yeah, we can bring everybody else in, stun one target. You're not going to stun the tiger, the spider. So spider, I don't think, the spider tiger, I don't think it's going to work out well. This buff in AoE is really cool. I like this. We're only going to have to worry about getting, honestly, I would only worry about doing 70% crit on her. If you want to get damage out of her, put her at 70% crit rate. We'll get this buff for 3 turns when it goes off. I really hope, though, she, on the AI for automatic, when we put it on auto, this is set to default for where this goes off first. Otherwise, in Arena, if we play her, we're not going to be able to just hit go. Because she's going to do, if she does this move first, we obviously don't want this to happen in Arena. We don't want her to buff everybody up, increase the crit buff. And it's good, man. It increases the crit on all your allies, not just her. I know I'm blowing it up, right? I'm talking like she's good, but I'm just talking about as far as champions designs go for this game. They are doing a much better job, and this is really what they need to do for all those bad legendary champions that we have out there. They know they need to go back there and buff them up. Just like Drexstar Blood Twin, we did him on stream this morning. They need to go back and bring him up to today's times, give him 100%, provoke, AoE. We'll talk about him in a different video. Anyways, they're doing a good job because they're giving everybody attack, they're giving everybody increased crit rate, and they're doing it all for 3 turns, and then she's actually attacking after that AoE attack. So I'm sure she's going to put out some serious damage. She's just got to. And along with this, bringing everybody else in. And that's it. That's Kreela Witcharm. Now, the format that they talked about, how they're going to do this with her to be able to get this champion. They wouldn't give us any details. You know how they are about this. We asked them for the details. What's going on with this? Can you give us more information? This video right here that I got this from a Russian streamer who actually gave this to me. He sent me a link to this video. Otherwise, I didn't have all this stuff. How are we going to get this person for the fusion? They wouldn't give us any information about it. They did say that it's just going to be like the other fusions, except the rewards and all those events that we do, we're going to get these gold bars. They said gold bars for it, which really doesn't make sense. It's not a gold bars in the sense that we use them in the bazaar. They're going to be like a fragment, or they're going to be a specific, some kind of currency specific to her to unlock her. So think about it as a fusion, right? But in the fusion, we're going to have to do all the things they have out there for it, all the things we would normally do for a fusion for all the events, get those pieces, whatever the rewards are, and then fuse her. So it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to actually, I'm sure all content creators are going to come out with videos on it because it's going to be very different. It's not going to be, we're not going to be able to rely on, do I have the rares? Do I have the epics? And I could easily just fuse it. So all of us out there, content creators who would have all the epics, fuse the champion day one, we're not going to be able to do that. We're going to have to do just like everybody else, and we're going to have to do all the events, pay attention to what's going on, make sure that we hit all the events, which I hate doing. I hate micromanaging a game like this and making sure that I'm there at the right time, the right days, get it all done, make sure I get my battles in there or whatever they're going to require me to do. And if there is some kind of hiccup, which I'm sure this company will not repeat itself on something like a summoning event or a champion chase event where they make it too hard to where people need to spend mass amount of money to be able to get the fragments we need for her, that would be a true shame. I'm really hoping, since they're changing it, if they're going to change the way we do it, they better not put some kind of gate in there and jack it all up. Because it was fine the way it's been going has been fine for fusions. I don't mind a new way. I really don't. That's fine with me, but you know how this company is. This company finds a way to mess up everything. So we'll have to see how it goes, and I can guarantee you it is not going to be as easy as the fusion we did for Horden. This is not going to be a give me. This is an actual fusion, just like all the rest we've had. So it will not be a give me. I'm sure there's going to be some way that we're going to have to spend money to get this champion, but we will find out Friday. This is all going down Friday. But I'm excited to get this new champion. I will play her in a blender comp. We'll do everything we can with her. We'll get through content with her. It'll be fun. That's all I've got on Krila Witch Arm. Thanks so much for your time. Please subscribe if you have not, and I will see you guys all on a video soon.